the world is, well, it's changing every day. So thank you for tuning in. Let me just say to everyone, full restoration. That's what I've named my 2021 to be, the year of full restoration, speaking favor over everyone, and BOSTO, of course, and happy birthday anniversaries to all of you. Thank you, moderators, and thank you everybody else for tuning in. Our panel is either still assembling or it's going to be light, one of the two, depends on how you look at it. Hello, ladies. How are you doing?
Excellent. How are you doing, Wayne?
I'm doing fantastic. I really am. I mean, we're finally turning the corner here. It's, it's interesting. And as we see the world events, yeah, it's more important than ever to really keep your grounding here. So anyway, how are y'all doing up in Canada?
Good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We're hanging in there,
Yeah.
Trying not to get involved with all the politics. It just, it's not going to do me any good. So I'm
No.
trying to, but it's hard,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And I am just reading people's names here. So everyone just bear with me because I want to make sure we can get everybody. Amber, how are you doing, dear?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm definitely feeling the intense energies right now and just trying to keep my anxiety from going, too strong and pulling me down. But I'm doing all right.
Good.
Doing a lot of vibrational healings. I just got some tuning forks for my chakras. So I've been balancing out my chakras and, just trying to do what I can. Self-care.
Got to, babe. You got to. There's a lot of high anxiety, folks. And I'll just tell you this. We were talking offline, but I know you need to stay informed, but you really need to stay away from the old television.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen the videos, they're actually a couple years old, but if you look up, what do you look up? Scripted news on YouTube, just look up like scripted news or all news is scripted. You'll see how every single news channel says the same exact thing, and it's brainwashing us. Not me, I don't freaking watch news, but whoever watches the news, just know they're being told to say exactly the same thing. It's mind control to the masses. So if you're interested, check out that 2-minute video. It's pretty kind of scary, but.
And they interject key codes, keywords. And it's quite interesting when you see what's happening and they're doing it. It's scary.
This is extremely dangerous for our democracy. They say that all the time. This is extremely dangerous for our democracy. It's like.
Yes.
Yeah, it's scary when you watch them say it, because they all say it like they're saying it off the cuff kind of thing. It just shows you how good they are at just saying things, and yet it's all descripted.
They're actors.
Yeah, without that teleprompter there, they wouldn't even know, what day it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just waiting for the lizard tongue. I've seen a newscaster. I'll try to find it. Maybe I'll link it in the comments, but he was doing his thing. This was an old video too. And all of a sudden he's like, man. And he starts cussing and he's like, a bug just flew in my mouth. But if you slow it down, you can see his tongue go, psst. It's like a lizard tongue. I swear.
No.
I'll link it.
There was a famous, and I won't say it because, the censors are out there, but she was a prominent news anchor for Fox News, blonde, and same thing happened with her, except what happened with her was her eyes. She said it was because of the contacts, but what you actually saw were the slits coming through and her having some irritation or something. So yeah, the reptilians are here.
And I'm sorry to say it, but I'm a believer.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
I really am. I've done videos on this. that mutation, that gene mutation, it shows up in us, and it shows up obvious, very weird, either in Asia or in South America, where you actually have humans being born with tails.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, distinctive tails. Coyote Prophet says they live. Ain't that the truth?
I just watched that movie for the first time the other day. I was
Oh.
like, whoa. I mean, I already knew what it was about, so that's why I wanted to watch it. And it was just like, dude, we're in it. We're in it.
We're in it, man. I mean, Roddy Piper knew. He knew.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but he did.
It was
Now,
the
where
glasses,
can we get those
man.
glasses? That's what I want to know. I'd like a pair of those.
They had,
Yeah.
it was a rogue group. It was an optometrician. I'm not saying that right, but he actually was the one who discovered it. And
Oh.
interestingly
In the
enough,
movie?
yes, in the movie when it first starts
I was
up.
going to say, is this for real now?
Yeah. It's interesting that you say that, because they used to make a certain polarized lens on really cheap sunglasses, but those polarized lenses, people were seeing things that, you know, they attributed, and this was primarily back in the 50s, that, oh, it was just a manufacturer defect. Turns out those
Wow.
damn ads on the back of those comic books really did have something. It's like X-ray glasses, but no.
I heard of that. Yeah, and they actually
Yeah.
banned them. You're not allowed to
Yes.
buy. It's a certain something, and you're not allowed to buy that now. Well,
Yeah,
now I
it
know
was
why.
this polarized lens.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
patent to it, and it's outlawed. You're not allowed to
Yeah.
buy it. You're not allowed to have it. Yeah.
Wow.
So you know there's something to
Yeah.
it then, right? So
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
You know, that's all I got to say. Hey, listen, I grew up as a kid where they actually gave us, I actually had a wood burning set. I mean, today you could set the damn house on fire, but they gave it to us as 5-year-olds. So, you know,
The good old days. Yeah.
yeah, the good old days. You know, my first chemistry stat today would be, by federal regulation, a felony.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Things change.
They do change, and often very quickly. Having spoken of that, Amber, hello, Miss Jennifer. How are you, dear?
Hi, sorry I'm late.
No. I knew that you were hurrying home. So
It's these boys. It's been snowing today, so everything's been delayed to make a snowman.
how much snow?
No, it's pathetic compared to yours. It's about an inch.
Well,
maybe.
snow is snow.
Yeah, we managed to make a snowman, but it was a lot of rolling to get any kind of ball.
That's a lot of work. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to know something about snowmen?
Yeah.
They actually, ladies and gentlemen, in reality are tulpas.
Oh, well, that's so funny because I was putting energy into it because the boys were fighting like crazy today. It's really getting to them, not seeing other kids in a normal way. So not that I'm stopping that, just other dimwits are stopping that. So they were fighting like crazy. So as I'm rolling this thing, I'm just putting the energy into it to say, you'll stop fighting, you will, because this is going to bring peace and harmony for mommy. This is going to bring peace and harmony. And it did. It really did. So you saying that is so strange because it really did. And then you can hear there's like silence in the house tonight because they've just laid down and not been fighting.
See?
And
See?
snowman worked. Yeah.
That song, Frosty the Snowman, what you're not realizing is that it was two magicians, the kids were, that actually put life into Frosty the Snowman to do their bidding.
That is so right. Yeah, you're right.
It's true. I'm telling you. All right. Well, everyone, I don't know where Steve is, but we're going to go on. And so we've had a request that would someone pull a card or do a reading for America. So what we're going to do, and we may end up doing a whole show for this, what we'll do is, Nina, you have the 1, 2, 3, and then Amber, you will pull a card, and let's do a reading for America, because folks, and there's no need to be hiding this. It's very, very different days in America, and it has sent a jolt. If you go back and look what happened on Wednesday and look at the Schumann residence was off the scale when this whole thing went down. I've heard from people all over the world, the seers, they felt it. So I thought what we would do, this is going to be a little bit different today, folks, but hey, this is what makes it fun. And and Jennifer, if you feel led, go ahead as well. And then folks, we'll get into as long as we can on the list. Does that sound all right?
That's absolutely, yep. I felt that shift. So yeah, I'd love to do one.
All right. I'm actually going to record this. Duh. Well, hello, everybody. How you doing?
Doing great, thank you.
Oh, there we go. See, there you go. There you got an interest, and I'll send it out to y'all today. So there we go. All right. So without any further delays, Miss Nina, you have the floor.
All right. Well, I know there's a lot of tension going on in the world, but if we can all just for a moment, just sit back and relax, take a deep breath and meditate on the numbers 1, 2, or 3 while you have a question. And hopefully Spirit can give us some answers today. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into it, okay? And if you guys are interested in a private reading, all our information is down in the description below there. So if you don't mind, just please, like the video, share the video, subscribe to our YouTube channels, and we'll go from there. All right, so for those of you who picked number 1 this week, they're saying to reconsider. So whatever your question was, you might need to think about it for a second, reconsider whatever it is that you're doing there. The guys are reminding you to practice moderation. I'll leave that up to you, however that looks for you there. The crystal angel is fluorite, natural beauty and authenticity. I can't say that word for some reason. Be yourself, as God made you naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. So whatever it is that's going on with you there, they're basically reminding you, okay, that you are good just the way that you are, okay? If you're trying to fit in somewhere or trying to be something that you're not comfortable with, okay, to just be yourself, okay? You are lovable inside and out, okay, just the way you are. But they are reminding you though to practice moderation, okay, wherever area of life that might fit in for you. And whatever your question was, to reconsider that. And you think about it for a second. So hopefully that resonates for you, number 1s. If it does, we'd love to hear some feedback here from you guys. So for those of you who picked number 2 this week, they're saying to ask for help. Okay, so don't be shy to ask for help. I know a lot of people have sort of issues with accepting help, okay? So now this goes with whether that will be people in your life or simply asking your guides and angels for help with whatever it is that your question is, whatever it is that you're mulling over this week. Again, this came up last week as well. The guides are reminding you that you have value, okay? Everyone has value, and that includes you, okay? So don't forget that. The crystal angel is rubelite, passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on meaningful projects that are dear to your heart. So if you are finding, that you're a little stressed lately or whatever, this might be a good time to maybe pick up the things that you are passionate about, the things that you enjoy doing. To find your passion, your purpose, I would say, pick up whatever hobbies and things that you like doing. This might be a good time to maybe try and pick that up, to cheer up your day that way. Okay. And don't forget that you do have value. Okay. No more self-doubts there. And whatever it is that's going on, don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay. Whether it be spiritual or in your physical life. So I hope that resonates for you, number twos. Okay. So for number threes, if you pick number 3 and you have a question, they're saying to take action. Okay. So whatever it is that you're wondering about, it's up to you now. Okay. You need to take the appropriate action in order for this to come to pass. Okay. Guys are reminding you to live your bliss. Okay. Whatever makes you happy, do that. The crystal angel is Amethyst, revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you feel loved for who you truly are. So this seems to be a bit of a trend here this week. To accept self-acceptance for who you are and what you are, okay? Not to be hiding from the world, try to hide who you are or what you are, okay? Self-acceptance, okay? Everyone has value. Who was the other one here? A natural beauty. Like, it seems to be a theme this week, okay? And don't be afraid to reveal your true self, okay? To be yourself, don't be afraid to reveal it, okay? To live your bliss, however that looks, okay? And whatever it is that your question is, to take action on it. It's time to take action on it. So I hope that resonates for you guys this week, and I hope that you guys are staying safe, and try to not watch the news, and just try to live your bliss. Okay, that's all I can say for this week.
And in moderation in all things.
And in moderation too. Yeah, if you're finding that you're so stressed out, don't forget moderation. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Amber, I'm going to let you take this. What we're assuming here, folks, is that America is a personification and is in the chat room. So, Amber, what is up with America?
Okay, so of course, this reading definitely, I would prefer to do a large spread for this so that I can actually see the story.
Yeah.
But we'll just do a few cards here. I wanted to pull from the Dark Mirror deck because it goes into the subconscious and kind of explains what's going on. And all of this is pretty obvious, but I'll go ahead and say it anyway. So we have the temple of my body. See how she's looking kind of like bent and like she's holding on to a lot of pain and anxiety. Naked before the stars, which is vulnerability. Masquerade, which is putting on whatever face you need to put on in that moment. And I'll explain all this in a minute. Blinded to pain. Okay, so what I think that this is saying is that we have been holding on to a lot of generations worth of ideas, worth just feelings, not being able to express it. So we're just holding it all in, and it's almost like implosion. It's like implosion. Naked before the stars, like I said, it's a vulnerability card. So it's like we're feeling super vulnerable because we don't understand what's going on, and and why certain emotions are starting to come up within it. And so we're having to put on all these different faces in order to just kind of get through what's going on right now. Which means to me, it's not being authentic to ourselves. We're allowing whatever is keeping all of this bound, we're allowing that to run our existence instead of like tuning into what we truly are. And it's kind of like blinded to pain is kind of like pretending like things aren't happening and just going along in this false reality. Not allowing ourselves to actually feel in a loving way, you know, because we're holding on to all this, whatever, like, you know, everything that's going on is just like implosion. That's what I keep hearing. And then we've got 3 more cards. We've got 10 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles reversed, and 6 of Cups. So what this is saying is that we have a lot of burden. We have a lot of responsibility, a lot of things that we want to do, we're not able to do right now. And we're just feeling like implosion is what I just keep hearing, you know. But what happens once you reach this part, it explodes, right? And it's all a part of the process. We have to trust the process, but we also have to like understand like the ebbs and flows of reality, you know, and just try to work on the emotions as you go along with it and not being attached to everything that like is going on. So what I told some people the other day is when you pick a side, it throws you off balance. And it reminded me of the teeter-totter example last week. You know, when you're not in the middle, it's gonna fall one way or the other. And so it's really important to stay balanced. And 6 of Cups is being childlike and having fun and enjoying what you have. And I believe that what it's trying to tell us is to have compassion for each other, treat each other. If you run into someone who you might bump heads with, and I need to take this advice too, because I mean, I can switch in a second if somebody comes at me. That Gemini in me, I'm just like, you know, so I need to work on this as well. But just when you're communicating with people, look at them as a child. You know what I mean? Like, how would you speak to a child? Would you be kind to the child? I would certainly hope so. So try to see the youth in the other people and understand that their ignorance is just that. It's just a young mind, or a mind that hasn't quite been able to grasp the reality, the true reality. Just try to have compassion for them and be playful, you know, because if we allow all of this nonsense to dictate what we're doing, it's just going to be, it's going to play out with the plan that is in place. Like there's a plan, and it is to divide us. And we have to remember that we were all kids once, and we still have that child inside of us, and to take care of each other and really try not to, you know, try not to let all of this nonsense dictate what our emotions are. And I know it's difficult, but we really, right now, it's like we have to focus on connecting to our higher selves and raising our consciousness, you know, and not just remember, this is only temporary. We're only here for a short period of time. So like, let's make the best of it and not let these mother effers control us emotionally, because we're the only ones we have inevitably. And if we allow them to attach to our spirit, then it will run us throughout our life. It will attach to us, and we will act on that. And that it becomes incredibly dangerous. So hopefully that was what you needed to hear.
I thought it was very insightful in several parts. You know, as I was talking to yesterday on the Anna de Carana, is that symbol for the coronavirus is to divide us. Everything is about to divide us. So
it's all what do you call it, you know, when there's symbolism and everything, like that's how you really know it's planned, because and it's been planned for a very long time. This isn't anything new. It's just now it's starting to show. And I think a lot of it has to do with, because a lot of us are really fed up with what's going on and what has been going on in the world. We don't want to see starving kids. we don't want to see abuse and neglect. And I think a lot of us have been focusing on truth and to see what's really happening. And now look, like now we're starting to see it. Like now the light is shining on the darkness, and it's up to us to understand it's part of the process, but also switch that around. Like try to be the alchemist, and don't let these dark energies take over, because they can if you feed into it. So, you know, it's our time to stay strong within our power, because we've been asking for it. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been like, we're ready for change. We're ready for change. And it's happening.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
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 All right. So since it's just going to be the all divine goddess hour for the panel, Jenny, you have Craig, Nina, you have Jenna, and Amber, Wise, April. Thank you for that, Amber. That was spot on.
You're welcome.
All right, Miss Jenny, you have it, hon.
All right, Craig, I'll get your card out. If you look at all of the gestational magic that's been going on, it's all the big things and announcements are happening on a solstice.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah.
Greg. Okay, Greg, so you've got the 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So there's something that's still blocking you off from this perfect alignment in your abundance. There's something more mentally rather than anything else. It's like you've got this mental block, maybe self-limiting, wondering how you would pull something off in the physical reality, especially to do with business, work, a job. But there's such abundance here, and to have the 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck would say that you're still looking outside of self for permission, and you're still afraid to be like the card Amber just pulled, vulnerable to having a goal, taking a risk, having this over exaggerated sense of what if you fail? What if it doesn't work out? How will it look? Forget all of that, because this abundance is there. It's promised to you, and it's there to provide for you and yours. You can see in this card, even the dog is happy and provided for. And the man is holding the shield with 10 pentacles on. This is your birthright. This is your shielding. This is your sustainability, your protection, and it's all there for you. But to have the 9 of Swords just underneath the 10 of Pentacles, you see how it's just one step up, but in a different element. So it's the way that you're thinking about yourself, and the way that you're overthinking about the repercussions of something that hasn't even happened yet. So you're manifesting into something that hasn't even happened yet. If you could turn that around and manifest that in the way of, if you're very good, because if you get the 9 of Swords, that's an intense card. So you're very good at getting yourself in this mental state. So train yourself in this mental state of abundance, of availability for things to crop up for you, and for those things to be right, to be led in the right direction towards your abundance, and to let go of this feeling of fear of risk, fear of judgment, and you'll see this abundance, and you'll see the steps very, very clearly marked out for you. I've got no doubt. There you go, Greg.
Let us know. Thanks, Jen.
Good card.
Good card. Nina, you have Jenna, and then Amber, Wise, April.
All right, Jenna. So we got listen. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not just what's being said, but what lies beneath the words. So I hope that resonates for you there, Jenna.
Okay. I'm trying to keep up with the list. We won't get to it all today. I'm telling you, it exploded. Thank you, Nina. Amber, Wise April, and then Jennifer, Dragon Soul, and then Nina, Lost in Space.
Hi, Wise April. Before we do this real quick, I want to say thank you to Kaz Hawk. I think she's still in the chat, and I just wanted to say thank you for the amazing video song that you produced. That was awesome, and it was a really good surprise. So thank you for tickling my heart, and you're awesome. Okay.
And she's on the list.
Cool. All right, Wayne. So we've got Two of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Star. So with the Two of Pentacles, it's saying that your time management needs to be worked on a little bit. You might be feeling a bit overwhelmed because of the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. So you're feeling like either overwhelmed because you're not having the opportunities that you want, or you're feeling overwhelmed because you have too much going on. It's most likely because you probably have a little bit too much going on, because this is like a time management thing. It can also be a partnership that has to do with financial gain. And but it looks like you're just feeling a bit underwhelmed or overwhelmed, because the Wheel of Fortune is having everything, having abundance. But when it's reversed, it's like feeling the pressure of something that you need in your life that you're not getting. So try to manage your time a little bit better, and give yourself the space to do what you love to do. And instead of making it like all about business or all about what you have to do what you need to do for your soul. With the Star, do whatever you do for your prayers. If you believe in a higher power or angels, allow them to help you, allow them to shift your mind and help you be guided to where you're wanting to go, because they're waiting for you to ask. We have to ask. So just get some help from source and your angels and guides, and they will definitely step in and help you. Okay.
Cool. That 9 card that you had there, what's sigil? That's a solemnic sigil in that card.
Who, mine?
Yeah. The one with no, it was
one?
the other one. No, it was the other one with the ladybug.
Oh,
nope.
It's a clock. Well, it's like a direction.
Yeah, but actually
like
inside that clock is a sigil.
Oh, yes. I have those in my other.
That is from the Solomon 72 High Arc Demons. That's a cool sigil.
That's cool. See, I don't know that kind of stuff, and I love that. That's cool. I want to.
It's a powerful sigil. I'm just saying, because when you begin to see those things, you go, oh, wow. All right. I digress. Thanks, Amber. See, Miss Jenny, you have Dragon Soul, and then Nina, Lost in Space, and then Amber, when we get back to you, will be K-Hip.
So I pulled out the dragon deck before Wayne said your name, so I continued shuffling with that one. So we've got the Emperor card, and it is a major arcana, number 4. And so this is where you're speaking authority into your life, or you feel maybe overly oppressed with authority. That's not a psychic guess, because everybody's feeling that at the minute. So but I could see you bound up, and I could see you feeling like, or maybe you need to do this to desensitize yourself and really listen to your inner self. Maybe try blindfolding yourself, tying your hands, tying your feet, to give your body that sense of I'm going to be still, because I feel that there's been this want and trying to rush around trying to find solutions and bring authority into your life. And I feel like if you did this ritual of just binding your feet up, just with a dressing gown rope, or not tight, just so you've got that sensation of having those bound up, your hands bound up, and a face cloth over your eyes even, and just be still in the dark room and listen some more, and listen into the silence, and know that it's okay to stop. And actually the Emperor knows when to stop and really discern and really decipher. And I just feel like you'll give yourself your own solutions better than I can give you if you do this ritual, that this Emperor energy will rise up in you, and you'll be able to take this divine authority over your life and those within it that you need to do so. I feel like it'll just give you a completely different demeanor within 5 minutes. And drop me an email and I'll stick intent in there for you as well, that it does so. But this is going to work for you for sure. I can see you doing it.
All right. Let us know, Dragon Soul Fox. Nina, Lost in Space, Amber K-Hip, and then Jennifer, you will have Sarah Horton when it comes back around to you.
All right, so Lost in Space. So we got have fun. And I'm going to go ahead and say, this is probably a good message for all of us. It says, stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly? Something totally unlike you. Something just for the joy of it. It's a long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. So I think that's good advice all around that one.
I like that card.
Yeah.
I mean,
when was the last time?
Remember, when y'all pass over, stop by the beach. That's all I gotta say. There we have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Nina. Amber K-Hip.
Hi, K-Hip. I hope you're doing good today. All right, so I pulled 2 cards here. We got the Empress reversed. And then we have another card, the Oracle card. So with the Empress reversed, it's talking about blockages. There's a emotional blockage and a creative blockage. And I'm sensing depression as well. So what you need to do is be more creative, even if you're blocked. Creativity can be meditation. It can be something simple as breathing. Creativity can be just sitting down and coloring in a coloring book. Lately, what I've been doing is they're called diamond art pictures, and it's a picture. It's already made. It's beautiful colors, but you take little gems, and it's kind of like a number painting. That's really soothing. And then it's like, you don't really have to think, you just put the gems where the numbers tell you. And then it's like the sparkly, beautiful picture at the end. Something like that. Anything that if it's not too cold outside, then go outside, take a walk, anything like that. Creativity is just slowing your mind down and like being connected in whatever way works for you. Just try to take the mental blockages and not think about them for a while, because I am sensing some depression. And just trust the change that's unfolding in your life. We're all going through massive changes, and pretty much all life is change all the time. You have a baby, your life changes. You have a grandchild, your life changes. You switch jobs, it changes. So just trust in the process and don't let it bog you down emotionally, because it's part of the process. It's the ebbs and the flows, and just give yourself some self-care. Go take an Epsom salt bath or whatever you need to do. But I suggest doing something like coloring or something that gives you that eye candy, that stimulus, that, wow, that's really pretty. And I do suggest those diamond art pictures. They kind of take your mind out of reality, and then they're really pretty in the end. So yeah, hopefully if you are sensing some depression, I hope that you feel better soon, because just know it'll pass. It'll pass. And don't fight the depression. Just be like, you know what? Okay, I'm depressed. What can I do to try to help myself for this moment in time?
There you go. Let us know. By the way, happy birthday, Lost in Space. So Nina, your
Happy
card was
birthday.
spot on. It's his birthday today. I think it's he. When I see these names, I'm not sure. But anyway, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Jennifer, you have Sarah Horton. Nina, you'll have John Price. And then Amber, you will have Candy Jim.
Okay, Sarah. Lovely, Sarah. So we've got the Chariot for you, Sarah, Major Arcana. There's this need for balance here. There's something to do with letting go of the prejudice towards your divine masculine within, and doing that through releasing like some womb healing, some deep-seated womb healing of the divine feminine that will be able to hold and sustain and exalt the divine masculine afterwards. There's some real, and this is initiating you to the next level spiritually, of your spiritual understanding of self and the things around you, but more so self. But there's this definite key to be turned that's making itself apparent to you over the last 3 months, that is where you need to release this prejudice, or this anger, even, not in whatever part of the spectrum your anger is, but a resentment towards the divine masculine within you. And firstly, starting off with some deep-seated womb healing in order to be able to recognize that divine masculine within you as a spark of creativity, a spark of activity and action, and of fun. You've got to, I feel just that your divine masculine is very childlike and fun, and would be a real asset to you if you could not feel quite so confused about that side of you inside. So you see, you've got the white and the black horse here, and the lady figure, the woman on the black, which is the black substance that holds the white stars in the sky. So the divine feminine being the dark womb unmanifest. And so you want this divine masculine to be comfortable up in there so that he can shine bright, you know, like the stars in the sky. We need both to be able to exalt each of them in balance, and this will create so much balance outwardly also. I just feel that you'll be flooded with the right people coming in, the right money coming in. Just this balance within is going to make a huge difference on the without.
Okay, cool. Far out. That's all I got to say. Oh, look who's behind. I see somebody's up.
Come on. I know he shouldn't be, but he is. He heard us.
Hey, Theodore, how are you doing?
Come on then. Go.
Uh,
It's bedtime now.
Yes, it is bedtime now. Okay, but I'm busy. So go
is
to
he
bed.
precious or what, folks? Nina, you have John Price. Amber, you have Candy Jim. And Jennifer, you will have Chris Garcia.
Sorry.
All right. Am I up now?
Yes, you are. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So I got receive. It says, you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law of order of the universe. So I know there's a lot of people that sort of have issues around receiving. We're always so quick to give, but in receiving, You know, so this might be something that you need to look at there. So, yeah.
By the way, I just want to comment on that. You know, who was it? Was it you, Amber, that had the blockage that, because I actually wrote that down. Yes. Um,
Yeah.
Jenny, you had the womb healing. That's what I was hearing. Womb, the womb of that's anyway, we'll get into that more. But blocking where financial prosperity, many people block themselves because they can't receive. They think the receiving somehow diminishes them in this interview. So take it from experience, folks. Learn to receive.
And
All
that
right.
goes in all areas, you know, sexual, learning to receive and being submissive, but in a beautiful way, rather than if you've had negative experiences that way, all of a sudden receiving becomes very difficult. And like you say, abundance wise, physical, it becomes, and it all starts in the womb for men or women. We've all been in a womb and we all get, you know, transmuted with the generation before us, you know, the energies and what's being said over that mother, and, you know, and the energy of the mother themselves. So it's
You
important.
know, a horse is submissive, but it's still the power. It may be submissive to let you ride, but don't think for a second that it isn't in control. Very good, Jen. Appreciate that.
And you have to break horses, right? You have
Yeah,
to break them.
you do.
I hate that term. It's a horrible
Yeah.
term, but that's what it's called. And that's kind of like what you have to do with your fear and your ego. You have to break it. You have to train it. You have to, you know, control it. You have not control. That's not a good word, but you know what I mean? Tame it, you know, nurture it, love it, and have it work for you instead of against you.
Yep. See, we're smart
And also,
here.
yeah. And also like with the money thing, you know, like I remember hearing a long time, I'm like, why am I so afraid of making money? You know, because I was raised very poor. And so like now I have that programming, and then to see like all these like rich people with bad attitudes, I kind of started to relate money to bad attitudes. And so that's another, you know, that's my own programming. We all have our own experiences and programming, and, you know, it takes work to get through that, but you can, once you identify it.
It's actually most people are afraid of wealth. That's what I've seen there, and it's most people are afraid to succeed. But anyway.
And I think a lot of people are afraid to succeed and have wealth because they're afraid of losing it, you know? So, all right. So I have Candy Gem.
Yes.
All right, Candy Gem. So we've got 3 of Pentacles and 8 of Cups reversed. And then I have a couple Oracle cards as well. So what I'm seeing here is that you may have to work with someone else, or maybe you have already worked with someone else and the project didn't quite work out. And it's not like a massive failure or anything like that. This could be relationship wise too, but it's saying to try again with the 8 of Cups reversed, try again, but take time to reflect on what wasn't working so that the next time you try, it can work out better. And then just feel loved and comforted and know that you're on the right path. And again, ask your guides to guide you. They can't help without your permission. So don't forget to ask for help. And then it just says, try again. Don't give up on whatever it is that you are working on. Okay.
I love that. Those cards. Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Don't screw around with her. Jennifer, you have Chris Garcia. Nina, you'll have Robin Ledford, and then Amber, Wendy Johnson.
Okay, Chris, so you've got oneness. It's a bit of a raunchy card, but it's creating this connection to yourself, and therefore the connection to the all. It is, again, a divine feminine, divine masculine, but it's like you've got this intense fear of this. There's been real hurt in the past with you that is, but now it's as if it's a constant perception of that being a constant reality, because there's not been this healing from this, so it's almost become like shackles, so that where you feel intense oneness with the nature around you, the beautiful things around you, it's like you keep yourself a step back from it when you have the capacity here to be enveloped in it and it being enveloped within you, and that to be something that you've known before in your life, before whatever this pain was, whatever this hurt was, that it made you take this step back and put these swords up around yourself. There's, you know, the feeling that I'm describing of walking outside with no shoes on or looking up to the sky and just feeling that, wow, you know, that almost orgasmic feeling of, I can feel the flowers growing, I can feel the sky moving and talking. I can feel those birds and what it must feel like to fly up there, and the speed that they can go at. I can feel their excitement. You had that connection. And so I think this perceived pain now that has become a constant reality, so keeps you a step back from that, is actually, you've misplaced that. And so that healing has already occurred, and can occur even more so regarding the actual pain that put you in that step back. But actually you've sort of mixed the two together, because in that meantime you missed that connection to the all that you used to have. You sort of have mixed them up like mixing paint together, so it's a little bit confused as to what you're actually in such fear of letting go into that oneness again with you and with the connection around you. So it's about not being afraid of facing whatever these wounds are within, to not block you off from such a beautiful thing. I mean, to feel that connection, I felt a wave of it there describing it for you, and it's, you know, that no wonder you missed that. And there's nothing you're going to find within that it's going to be worth it. Whatever you find within and whatever you have to go through to heal that, it's going to be well worth it to get that connection back, put it that way.
Let us know. I like this. That's cool. Thank you, Jen. Nina, Robin Ledford, Amber, Wendy Johnson, and then Jennifer, you will have Bernadette. Bernadette.
All right, so we got Robin, we got relationships. Relationships are just a mirror image of your own life, how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. So I have a feeling that maybe this has something to do with children, maybe. Relationship with your children, something like that.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Amber, Wendy Johnson, Jennifer, Bernadette, and Nina, you will have Jules. And then Amber, after you get finished with Wendy, Kaz Hawks.
Okay, Wendy. How are you today? I hope you're very good. So cards were popping out. So basically what I see here is that you are emotionally invested in something that is beneficial for every single person that is involved within your life. You've got the sun here. You have new ideas in the strength and power of the mind to get through it. You're super focused, and it's good, but you've got the 9 of Pentacles reversed. So try not to overwork. Don't burn yourself out. What you're doing is great. You know, you're providing and you're replenishing everyone around you, including yourself, but just try not to be burnt out in the end. You know, take a little bit of time for yourself, and realize not everything is just about, you know, work. Be graceful in movement and action. I love this card, the Shaolin Master. So, you know, he has everything. He's got that power and to create, like you do. You're creating something. You're putting your heart, your physical attributes, and your mind. Everything is connecting and clicking, and that's a beautiful thing. But just don't overdo it. Don't become overly critical of what you're doing. You know, try not to be a perfectionist too much, because you don't want to like burn yourself out and cause blockages within that, because you're on a roll here. Okay.
Thank you, Amber. Jennifer, Bernadette, Nina, Jules, and then Amber, when we come back to you, will be Kaz Hawks.
Okay, Bernadette. So we've got the Seven of Swords. It just feels like I'll try and be quick, but there's not much to see on that card other than the Seven of Swords is there, Seven Swords. So this is air, thoughts, words. This is theft. The feeling that you've been stolen from, intellectual property, you're even having your own thoughts stolen. Now, obviously, from the collective stage, I think you've been feeling anger about this anyway, deeply, and it's been manifesting within you that you've got this feeling that you've been stolen from, and you are. So that's not you going crazy, that is you processing that. But it feels like this is hitting you more so because I don't know if and I don't want to go too deeply into it because I think all the readings I'm getting are very personal tonight, but it feels like you've had time taken. You feel like time's been stolen away from you, maybe, that something's gone down in family life, in your individual life, let's say, that you sort of feel like you've missed out on your path, that you feel like you've missed out on what you were supposed to do, maybe because you feel like you were living and allowing somebody else to live more and servicing them so that they could fulfill their dreams more, maybe. If this is the case, this is a mental state, it's thoughts, it's words. Your deed needs to be, your action in air, your movement now needs to be in that nobody can actually steal that away from you. Come to peace with knowing that you gave it away for whatever reason. And that's hard to swallow at first, but it puts you out of that victim feeling into that warrior mode immediately with that switch of thought. And you're in divine timing anyway. So all of the experiences, all of the lessons that you've learned along the way, all of the juggling that you've done to mix the different realms of your world together and make them balance, they're just going to fulfill your path even more so. You've just got even more experience. You're even more of a magician going forward with all of the tools on the table. So I hope that helps and to switch that around.
No, thank you, Jen. Jerry Bowman, I saw you in the chat room. Get yourself better. He actually had the virus. I think he said his wife as well, and they're still, yeah, it's a nasty thing. So Jerry, we just send healing to you, buddy. Nina, Jules, Amber, Kaz, Hawk, and then Jen, when we get back to you, will be Michelle D.
All right, so Jules, we got stay connected. So we are all born connected to spirit, often known as a divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from the connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to source. So this might be a little hint for you, Jules, okay, to stay connected or reconnect maybe with your guides and angels. And yeah, hope that resonates for you.
Like this. Thank you. There is a theme here. All right. Amber, Kaz, Hawks, and Michelle D will be Jennifer, and then Spirited Woman, Nina, and then Amber, you have Pamela after this.
All right. So before we move to Kaz's reading, I just wanted to suggest for anybody who has the virus or who has the virus or who may get it in the future. Sorry, I just brain fart. Dr. Drew, I know a lot of people are kind of with him, but he actually has a lot of good advice, like for what you can do. Different things, like you can go to your doctor and have them do this antibody infusion and things like that. So if you feel like you should probably do something other than get yourself stuck on a ventilator, go to his channel and listen to what his recommendations are. Okay. All right.
And I can tell you for myself, my blood group is apparently finding out we're least likely, we seem to have almost an immunity against it.
Are you an O?
I am.
Yeah.
Negative.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And I
I'm
can
an
tell you
A.
as a living specimen, my wife really had it. I mean, in a lot of people that it was a super spreader, whatever happened, but yeah. So
I'm negative too.
yeah, so they're going to come get us. You know that, don't you? You're going to drain us of our
Yeah.
blood and go.
Oh man.
So y'all think you got away from us. You did, huh?
Sneaky little devils.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate it. Jennifer, Michelle D, Nina.
Hold on, I
Stephen.
still got to read Kaz.
Oh. Hey, sorry about that, Kaz.
All right, Kaz. So this is really cool. I think it's very fitting for you, and I hope you're having a good day. So what we have actually quite a few cards. So I'm just going to try and hurry and get through it. We have the High Priestess. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Empress reversed, Ace of Cups, the Hermit, Nine of Swords, and the World. Okay. Sorry, I had an incoming call. All right. So can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So what I'm seeing in this is that you're a creator. You put a lot of energy into the work that you do. You have a lot of passion, and you like to do it, it looks like, in the evening, because with the Black Widow, you know, she works in the moonlight, and she makes that beautiful sparkling web, which is your creativity. There is a lot of pain that you're holding on to, and it's hard for you to allow yourself to let it go. But the beauty that you're creating is kind of stemmed from this pain. Sometimes that pain, though, can kind of disrupt your creativity and kind of put you, just a creative block sometimes. But it's also the pain can also be the driving force of your creativity. So there's that balance, and it's okay. It's okay to have that balance. It's all a part of the process. And your creativity is helping you to heal. So I love that. That's great. Ace of Cups, you really fill your heart when you create new things. Now, since I kind of know a little bit of backstory, I think that this reading is so spot on for you. You put your heart into everything that you create. You're very proud of what you create. You tend to work alone. You like to get your knowledge and everything by sitting alone by yourself and allowing the answers to come to you. The Hermit is a very wise soul. Sometimes you may not get very much sleep, though. So I don't know if you take melatonin or if you drink like sleepy time tea or whatnot, but this is suggesting that you try to rest a little bit more. But you have the world at your fingertips. Everything is going really well for you, and you're very wise, and you're doing everything correctly, and it's just that sleeping thing might throw you off a little bit sometimes, might make you a little bit emotional. One more thing, drum. Isn't that perfect? Because you make music. You got the drum. The drum is listening to the frequency of your soul. It's dreaming a big dream and then going in the journey and jumping in head first and enjoying that rhythm of life. Isn't that perfect for you, Kaz? So there you go.
I think it's spot on, and I know Kaz myself.
Yeah.
Everything you said is exactly what she does. We love you, Kaz, and she is extremely talented. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, then you're really missing out, because she's electric. It's about the best word I can say. And don't mess with her, because she's got dragons.
She has
Just
pet
telling you.
dragons.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they'll come visit you too. Anyway, Jen, Michelle D, Nina, Spirited Woman, and then Pamela will be yours, Amber.
Hey, Michelle D. So we've got the page of cups for you. So we see that there's this surprise, because there's this fish coming out of the cup here. It's to do with the emotions. And I don't know if this has come up yet, or if it's going to come up, this worry maybe around a child. Just not, and it's nothing too serious. It's just maybe a phase that you're worried about, or that, you know, maybe a coming of age of some kind, whatever ends of the spectrum that might be on, you know, depending what age they are, just wondering, you know, how they're going to get through it. I just want you to know that if it's already happened and you maybe still second guessing yourself, or maybe it's about to come up, you are the Queen of Cups, and that fell out next to this. And so again, very emotionally and lovingly connected to this figure, whoever they are in your life. Even if it is an adult, it's a very childlike energy. I feel child though. And so just to know that wherever your intuition and your gut leads you to do and say, you're right, it's going to be right. To not second guess yourself, it's right, you know, just to go with that inner knowing of how things need to be said and how things need to be dealt with, because I can't say anything other than it's a mother's heart that is just right. Mother's right. So just to release some pressure for you, maybe, if that's about to come up, or if you're still wondering about something that's happened.
Thank you, Jennifer. And we will be ending with the next group. And so you have Regina. That'll be the last one, Regina. Nina, you have Spirited Woman, Colorado.
All right. Spirited Woman. So we got support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. So, yeah, I don't know why support is important around you right now. So whether you're supporting somebody or you need some more support right now, this might be something to look into there. No.
I got the sense of emotional support, but that's what I immediately saw. Let us know, hon. Spirited Woman. Amber, you have Pamela, and then the last group, as I told you, Christina will be yours, Nina. Okay.
All right,
You have the floor.
Pamela. All right, so let's see here. So we have 8 of Swords reversed, seeing things in a new light, letting go of ideas that you once thought were true, and seeing the truth within those ideas and actually shifting your beliefs. Again, with the 3 of Swords reversed, allowing yourself for healing, allowing yourself to let go of something that you lost. It's like you're in a process right now of just letting go of the reins and going, you know, I'm done. I got to move on. And you feel good about it. That's a really beautiful thing. Trust your talents in changing times. Smile like that little fox. Understand that your new thoughts are definitely necessary for you to evolve. Let go of the need to be right. You know, be the giver of your knowledge. but don't force it on anyone. And surround yourself with protective energy through this process. And know that you are being, your shifts are happening because you've been asking for it. So just keep calling out and asking for guidance and help protect yourself, because we can be kind of vulnerable when we're shifting, you know, and it kind of leaves us open for attack. For some reason, it's kind of like the Matrix, you know, when you start to see things for what they are, all of a sudden you start getting attacked. So just try to protect yourself during this change, and congratulations, because it looks like you're doing a good job of just letting things go that you can't control. And that's a beautiful thing.
It's wise. All right, folks, this will be the last group. I have a wife that I have to go up and tend to. So Jennifer, Regina, Nina, Christina, and then Amber, you will finish it up with Michelle Yak.
There we go. Mute. Hey, Regina. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles for you, and it's there's this new knowledge or expanding knowledge that you get in regarding nature, but as in what to ingest from nature. It's like you already have this skill set, I feel, naturally, of knowing what herbs, what spices, what things will go with what and what will help what. But it's as if you've got this, again, this greater understanding that you can actually start to look at things, and this sounds weird, but smell them and know which part of the body that they're for. Either that's something that you've been noticing or that you're going to start noticing. And it really is just this divine mother energy. I mean, this Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful energy. She's grounded. She's a bit raw. She's motherly, compassionate, but, you know, very businesslike also, gets things done, you know. And so you just all around abundant in all of those beautiful aspects anyway, Regina, but develop this skill, start smelling things and develop that almost new psychic ability of just being able to know the cells and the membranes of different herbs and spices and the leaves that's held within them, and knowing what they'll do instinctively for your body and someone else's body, because it's a really cool skill. And it's I would be interested to hear, you know, 6 weeks down the line, how well this has developed, because I think it's going to be really, really, as Wayne says, far out. You know, if you're gonna get this mojo about yourself regarding this, and it's lovely. It's a real out there skill set, you know, in the psychic world. So I love it.
It's like I said, far out. That's all I got to do.
Far
I
out.
drink spiced tea every day. I mean, them spices, they do stuff for your body.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iranians rely on them.
They do. Thank you, hon. Nina, Christina, and then Amber, you have Michelle.
All right, Christina. So we got choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So hopefully that resonates for you.
Thank you, Nina. Amber, you close it out.
All right. I have Michelle.
Yes, Michelle Yak.
Okay, Michelle. Okay, so there's a few cards here. It looks like what's going on right now is you're having some internal turmoil going on, and it's it might be having you make like decisions that aren't the most healthy for you. And you might be beating up on yourself because you're making these bad decisions, but those bad decisions are only happening because you're trying to cope with what's going on here. Try to there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because the first part was a little sad, but the ending part is more of a powerful thing. So latch on to that Queen of Pentacles that you are. You know, you are a very powerful person. Ask for help. You know, it's okay to get ideas from other people. Or just contemplate the different options that you have without attaching to anything. Give yourself a little bit of a break and a pat on the back. And, you know, get help from other people when you need it. Because sometimes it takes a tribe, you know. And try not to beat up on yourself for the decisions that you've been making, because you're just trying to cope. And that's okay. Okay?
Learn to forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Trust me, you're the only one that will. No one else can learn to forgive you until you forgive yourself. I can see it in people who have just this self-condemnation about them. It's just, anyway. Panel, let me get everyone back into the view again. I want to say thank you for everyone here today. Y'all are the best. Y'all should also make sure that you subscribe to their channels, and you know how good they are. I hope you're booking time with them. Panel, stay with me. Thank you, everyone. We will see you again real soon. Much love. Keep it grounded, and we'll see you next Friday here, everyone. Thank you, folks. All right.
Thank you.